Polish government for actually organising the attacks on Germans within its territory.
Hundreds of thousands of worn-out, distressed and panic-stricken people pour daily into the German refugee camps.
There were tales of brutality, of killings, of confiscations of property, of German families driven from their homes, abused, denied their rights, discriminated against and persecuted.
It's all rubbish, but of course it is believed. This is the problem. The German public starts to believe this propaganda because it has no access to any other point of view, because Goebbels has a monopoly over all the opinions.
The fake stories do the trick. German military hardware is moved close to the Polish border and primed for action.
Oh my god.
Goebbels has prepared the fire. All it needs now is the spark to ignite the flames of war. And it's not long before they get it. The German radio station near the border with Poland comes under attack. Some of the raiders are killed. They're found to be Polish soldiers. Later that night, Berlin radio broadcasts the news of this outrageous provocation. But all is not as it seems. The whole thing has been staged, the brainchild of SS boss Heinrich Himmler. The raiders were in fact SS troops in Polish uniforms and carrying Polish guns. And the bodies left at the scene, they weren't Poles either.
A group of concentration camp prisoners were taken from their normal combat. They were shot, put in Polish army uniforms and dispersed about this German radio station to make it look as if there had been a Polish army attack.
Hitler now has his excuse to retaliate. War is just hours away, and Goering knows it.
He is absolutely cursing. He just goes, oh my god, this is going to be it. You know, that is the end of Germany.
But to survive in the inner circle, you have to think fast. And the head of the Luftwaffe pulls himself together.
Once he gets over that shock and that despair, he then says, fuck the Fuhrer is magnificent. You know, we are but pawns. You know, we are but little people compared to his greatness, and we must do his bidding.
Dawn on the 1st of September 1939. The point of no return to the deadliest conflict in human history. Bombing civilian targets in Poland. Then the warship and the Wehrmacht storm across the border. Now the conflict has begun. With new enthusiasm, Hess signs the documents that incorporate Polish territory into the Third Reich. His fanatical devotion to it trumps any personal doubts he may have had about going to war.
Hess realises he has to do what Hitler wants. And if Hitler wants to invade Poland, you know, you either go along with it or you don't.
2 days after the invasion, the whole game plan changes when Britain declares war. prediction, which had been brushed aside by Hitler, has come true.
Goering is hurt and muttered, "If we lose this war, then God may have mercy upon us." At the same time, he knows that this is not the time to challenge Hitler, and that Hitler would certainly not like to hear him say, "I told you so." So despite his reservations, he decides that he has to go with this, that he has to stick with Hitler.
Britain may now be in the war, but it can't stop Germany overrunning Poland within 5 weeks. Goering is the hero of the hour, another feather in his cap, the annexation of Austria and Czechoslovakia. Now Heinrich Himmler moves center stage. He unleashes the SS to crush any resistance. But they go further, seeking out and targeting Jews and other undesirables. It's another ominous step towards what will become known as the Holocaust. So far, Hitler's grand campaign for new lands in the East has gone perfectly to plan. But now the inner circle is about to face an existential threat, and it comes in the very heartland of the Third Reich. In the autumn of 1939, the inner circle gathers in Munich to commemorate the failed putsch of 1923. As usual, Hitler will make a speech at the Bürgerbrau beer hall where it all began. But as fog descends over the Bavarian capital, his plans have to change.
On the advice of his pilot, Hans Bauer, he's told that he can't fly. So the decision is made that he has to go by train, which means that his speech, his set-piece speech in the beer hall has to be cut short. So Hitler will be leaving the beer hall early.
A photographer is there as Hitler starts his speech ahead of schedule. The Führer leaves the hall as soon as he's finished. Precisely 13 minutes later,